High body fat is going to equal infinite problems and, in my opinion, a worse quality of life, because I'm someone who's been skinny fat and I understand even at that level how much worse life is compared to when you're lean. You've got high testosterone, you're shredded, you feel fucking awesome. And I'm going to teach you in this video what having high body fat does and the problems that it brings, and most importantly, how to fix it, because it's pretty simple. Not saying it's easy, but it is simple. But you probably don't understand the amount of problems that it actually causes, especially to your testosterone. So in this video, I'm going to teach you just that. And this is something I've taken, which I teach guys inside of the High Testosterone Blueprint. But starting off is you are going to experience something called insulin resistance. And what insulin does is it helps move glucose into your muscles. And when you become insulin resistant, your insulin stays high and you also can't move this glucose into your muscles, so you become insulin resistant, and this just leads to loads of fat gain and, over a long enough period of time, type 2 diabetes. And then you also become something called leptin resistant. Leptin is a hunger hormone that signals to your brain how full you are. When you become leptin resistant, you eat food, but you don't get that leptin signal into your brain that you're full, and this is what causes people to just keep eating and they don't get full. This again is just going to lead to fat gain and consuming loads of calories, never being full, and also not signaling to your brain that you're full means you don't get the same signal to produce testosterone. Because if your brain doesn't think you're full, it's not going to give that signal to produce testosterone because it thinks you've got no food, you've got no resources to work with. And this is the problem with leptin resistance, and having high insulin and being insulin resistant is going to give you low testosterone as well. And then the third problem is aromatization. Aromatization is the conversion of testosterone into estrogen, which is not what we want as a man at all. And this is because of high body fat. You experience more aromatization because aromatase is found in fat tissue. So the more fat tissue you have, the more aromatization you're going to experience. It's why we want to get down to like 10 to 15% body fat, which I'm going to teach you here. But anyways, all of these things equal low testosterone. And low testosterone is going to equal no energy, which obviously energy is one of our most valuable currencies. No drive. You're going to have difficulty gaining muscle. You're going to have fat around like your chest and waist. It's why men get like man boobs and gyno, and they have loads of fat around here and skinny arms, and it just looks like shit. And you're going to have poor vitality. Your overall life as a man is going to suck. And all of these things equal a bad life. Obviously, your life, maybe it's fine, but with all of these things, life can only get so good. But now I'm going to teach you how to fix this so you can actually reverse all of these and get the good sides and get the inverse, where you've got loads of energy, loads of drive, you put on muscle with ease, you've got fat, none around your waist, you're nice and lean, and your vitality is through the roof. Ultimately, you may or may not know, I'm not going to assume that you do know, is you lose fat by being in a calorie deficit. It's not by doing carnivore or keto like some people stupidly still think somehow. You have to be in a calorie deficit. Whether you eat ice cream all day, or whether you eat steak all day, you have to be in a calorie deficit. Obviously, I'm not saying go and eat ice cream all day, but you have to burn more calories than you're eating in a day. Let's say you're eating 1,500 calories and your body is burning 2,000 calories. That equals a deficit of 500 calories. And over time, we do this for long enough and we actually stick to it, we're going to lose fat. We just have to stick to being in a calorie deficit. But obviously, there are many other things we can do to make being in a calorie deficit easier. One of my favorites, especially recently, is walking. And I think a good step go, unless you're really, really overweight, is 10,000 steps a day. If you're really overweight, do 5,000 to 6,000 steps a day. But it's going to lower your stress, it's going to lower your cortisol, which is going to help obviously your testosterone and also your fat storage and stuff. Stress is bad for you in so many levels. We want to keep stress low. It's going to mean you burn fat instead of glycogen, which is good because it leaves us less hungry after. And it just means we can burn some more calories, just even moving about our day. If you're very active, you might be hitting this already. And we want to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, lifting heavy weights. And we want to do cardio 2 to 3 times a week. You want to do your walking 6 to 7 times a week and just do some light cardio, maybe the Stairmaster is something that's good 2 or 3 times a week. And you want to eat primary whole foods to actually fuel your body correctly. You know, your steaks, red meats, eggs. You can do dairy if it works for you. You can do vegetables if you're fine with them as well, and fruits. And finally, you sleep well. You get 8 hours of high quality, consistent sleep, keeping your hunger hormones in check. You are going to lose body fat. As long as we stick to the deficit, you can add these things in because they'll make it easier and they'll make it more efficient. But by doing this, you remove all of this and you give yourself what every man should aspire to have: high testosterone, which is exactly what I teach on this channel. It's exactly what I teach guys inside of the High Testosterone Blueprint. You'll find all of this and more inside of the blueprint. I can help guys completely fix their testosterone in less than 90 days. You can see absolutely insane results. But losing body fat's going to majorly increase your testosterone anyway. It's going to increase all of your health markers as a whole. You're going to have a better quality of life and you're going to feel much better in yourself and just day to day in terms of your energy. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value from it, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.